Hello guys, and welcome once again to Astrodesign. My name is Lily. I'm an Astrodesign coach, and in this video I'm gonna talk about the new moon that is going to happen on the 6th of October at about 13 degrees of the sign of Libra. Before I begin the video, I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you didn't subscribe yet. And please put a thumbs up as a recognition to my hard work. Thanks, and let's begin. General information about the planet Moon. It is a feminine planet that represents the emotional world, how we express our feelings, and what is happening within us in terms of emotion. In addition, the Moon is our mind, our ways of thinking and perceiving reality. Emotion is a very powerful fuel for action, and that is why the moon is also what motivates and drives us in life. It is also a planet that shows our mother, and in a map of a woman, it is indicative of her feminine behavior. In the map of all of us, the moon indicates how emotionally and mentally stable we are. Each cycle of the moon happens between 28 and 29 days each month. A day when the moon is new begins an important month cycles for each one of us. It begins our motivation, drives, and some occurrence in our life. In this video, I will describe the position of the moon using human design as well as astrology. About the human design, I will tell you what the challenges are in this specific position and how they can be overcome. And I will mention what happens when the moon is in this particular place in each house in astrology, so that you will know in which realm it will affect your life. To understand what effect this will have on your life, you need first of all to check what is the house that the transit of the moon is going to happen. If it makes aspects to your personal planets from the natal chart, only then you will feel it much stronger. So in terms of human design, the moon will reside at the gate of 48.5. In this gate, we have the need to reach a necessary and quality base as a precondition for establishing the common good. It is part of the collective process that we have in the design map, and as such, it must be collaborative and not personal. Our impulses now will be around beginnings which should relate to the common good. However, selfish people will like to share their abilities with the community only to benefit themselves and come on top of others. They will try to develop creative solutions and convince others to change society as they please. In addition, this energy does not have access to the actual execution of our deep insights, and hence can come frustrations in the depths of the profound insights here that cannot be manifested to life. We will feel that we have the knowledge and power to do something with it, when in practice there is none. And attempts to leverage something new can now fail. Therefore, people around the world will try to persuade others to give them resources to realize their own innovative and unique ideas. But the resources can be more than actual results, and it can lead to be ineffective in the end. Therefore, the best way to express this energy is to wait for others to invite you to use it collaboratively. Another thing, it is essential here to work with the knowledge you already have for many years. Any new knowledge that is not adequately processed will not lead to its efficient and logical realization. So if you are starting to learn something, do not rush to use it in practice and do not try to convince others to give you resources because it will not work. In terms of the fifth line, it is a line that interested in enticing other people to what it has, regardless of how effective it is for others or not. It wants attention, to be a boss, big leader, and influence others. But the moon here is in detriment, which means it will utilize this energy at a negative frequency. It is an energy that has great confidence in knowing what is good for others. It is the line that can convince others to give it resources, but in the end, it will exploit them with impulsiveness and lies. Because the fifth line is the projection line. Everyone will want something different from this line. But that does not mean that in practice, line 5 can deliver the goods and answer all the expectations. Definitely not. It's all a mask, a game, hypocrisy that wants attention and influence, wants as many followers as possible. So how it will end is already something different, totally different than what the fifth line is going to promise you. There is also fear of authority here that can throw a challenge to the 48th gate that will lead to the removal of the masks and the discovery of the truth behind them. This line fears that the experiments with logic patterns will not lead to anything practical and won't improve society. The fifth line is afraid to burn its reputation because it's operating without the required depth and was inadequate, incompetent in what the fifth line is trying to seduce you to. So before any start, it is necessary to check if you have what it requires to perform, if you have what it takes. This time, there will be a lot of suggestions and impulses to execute, and it will be harder to stop yourself and avoid failure. So check twice before you jump to any beginning this month. In astrological sense, Mars is conjunct the new moon and Mercury not far away from it. So we have a mix of 4 personal planets in Libra. So to understand this effect, I will break them into several sections. First of all, Mars is close to the Sun, indicating a lot of energies and that can burn itself down. There is energy levels, courage, and performances are unstable right now in our lives. This conjunction can lead to aggression more than diplomacy, especially when things are not going the way you want. The moon in this mix creates a stubborn mind that is unwilling to compromise, along with an adventurous and experimental spirit that wants to experience something new regardless of the consequences. It is a challenging time to convince people of anything, and only a great compromise can achieve something. The emotional world gets an energetic and passionate boost, and there is difficulty in holding the emotions inside. But because the new moon is very young and not mature, there is a tendency to express the feelings or the urge to start something new without any good and stable basis to it. So it can lead to frustration and nervousness later on. So due to the multiple planets in Libra, The secret to success here will come from fruitful collaborations. It is essential to reach balance and learn to compromise on what is possible. But it is important as well that you do not compromise too much. And you should tell the truth, because Libra usually does not like conflicts and can compromise too much to avoid them. But then the conflict can be aroused inside you in the form of disease or problems with your feelings and mind. So you should balance your need to harmony and the diplomacy between the need to tell what you really want. Another thing, our instincts are now very fast and intuitive, pushing us to act before even thinking. But remember that not everyone is aligned with this energy, and you should consider fundamental nature first that you have burned with. The great thing about the astrological map of the new moon is the harmonious aspects that Saturn makes to the Sun, Moon, and Mars. So it will lead to some effortless success in our lives. So the paradox here is the less effort you put in, the more successful you will be. It does not mean that you have to sit and not do anything, but you shouldn't initiate too much as well. Let life come to you and offer something that your body can intuitively agree or disagree to. This month, the sensitive organs in this transit will be kidneys, bladder, and urinary tract, as well as veins, skins, hair, sensory organs, insulin, glucagon, and the people who has diabetes should watch their diet better. Any invasive actions are not recommended 2 days before the new moon and 2 weeks after it. Now I will detail how this will affect you in general and in what area. If you'd like to know how it will affect your life specifically, you can contact me in private. If the new moon occurs in your first house, for you, these are new beginnings concerning your personal development, new projects for self-expression and progress in life. Develop important goals for raising your authority and reputation. On the one hand, it is a great time to put yourself in the center of things, ask for job promotions, or get more authority that suits you. It is an excellent time to work on long-term goals to improve your life, both physically and professionally. However, on the second hand, this is not the best time for your relationships. You may be too focused on yourself or vice versa to get upset with your spouse because you have not told them before what you really think and want. What you didn't say before may now come out in the most undiplomatic way. So do not accumulate anger or stuff that you want to say, but you do not say it because you're afraid of conflicts. Now you should dare and tell the truth at the right time. The second house, for you, issues related to money, new ideas for financial gain, and there may even be changes in your value system. New beginnings concerning cash and assets of your family is in the front as well. You can push to start new business projects or manage a new group or participate in a new organization. It's a good time to share your unique ideas and insights with groups. Something sudden can happen in your life regarding joint money with the spouse or inheritance or something related to research. It's an excellent time to do some research on your family assets and family tree. It is not advisable, though, to put in too much effort to get money. It will swiftly come even if you do not make great efforts to get it. A sudden wish can come true, or you can receive sudden money on a sale or in your business. Third house. You can begin a new cycle of spiritual study or something related to communication with the brothers and the immediate environment. Multiple trips, both short distance and overseas, can be for study purpose or your business. There is a lot of energy and desire for new experience, for dating people from different cultures, and hence it only strengthens your desire to travel abroad. But beyond the positive side, there can be conflicts with your family members, your mother, over studies or a trip abroad. You may be at a point where you want to get away from your roots, to travel far and start over. There is also a high chance of moving multiple communications as well this month, and also new ideas for spiritual healing or how to overcome your subconscious fears and anxieties. The first house. The theme of your home, residence, foundations, and belonging in life is in focus. Something new can happen that has to do with your roots and family of origin. There is an urge to move apartment or change something in your area of residence. Time to examine what contributes to your life, what makes you feel security and protection, and start something in this direction. Check out your basic needs in life, whether they are met or not, because now you have a chance to find a way to balance it and even contribute to your whole family getting the insights needed to improve their quality of life. It is a time to find a way to balance future goals and securities that we all need in life. As well, issues of control inquiry can contribute to doing it harmoniously. The fifth house. For you, the focus is on your children or creative projects, pleasures, hobbies, as well as financial investments. For your ascendant, money issues and family assets are unstable during your life, usually. So when a new moon is in the fifth house, it urges you to invest money, mainly because the 48.5 gate is sure it has the ability and knowledge to do so, but it can be misleading. It is recommended that you do not invest in something new right now due to Mercury in retro motion. It's better for you now to develop your hobby or field in which you like to engage and share it in groups and with the society. You may want to turn one of your hobbies into a business and share it with the world. However, before any new start, it is necessary to ensure that you have all the required knowledge for the long term. If you want to do that and have the basis for it, Saturn will contribute to a harmonious and pleasant start and continuity. The sixth house. A new start for you will be in employment and work settings regarding your health, travel, or studies that will contribute to your deepening of knowledge regarding your work. You now want a change in your life routines, something more pleasant and harmonious that will contribute to a sense of security and physical well-being. but you may jump into something new without having all the information about it. And later on, it will lead to exhaustion. It is essential to pay attention to daily habits and not change them now if they benefit you. You should persevere in these daily routines, which will contribute to your health improvement. At the same time, there can be conflicts with the spouse or problems with customers and other important people in your life, all because of impulsivity and things that were not said before and accumulated inside. If you have not been able to tell your truth in the past at work or in relationship settings, it's time to whitewash matters in diplomatic communication. But make sure everything is understood because Mercury's confusion is in the air indeed. 7th house. For you, something new can start regarding your business or your marriage or property and money shared by you and your spouse. A sudden change can occur in your home or real estate issues because of money. You have a lot of energy now, and it can push you to make changes in your home or with your spouse. You may want more work from home. You may try to control the spouse, and this can lead to conflict. Your need to balance and reaching a solution to conflicts and problems within the home can motivate you to agree to a change in the house that you will regret later on. You now have the opportunity to open yourself up emotionally and share it with your partner to raise understanding and cooperation between both of you. The 8th house. The focus of your energy now is on exploration, a deep dive into the themes of intimacy and sexuality, money of others, inheritance, spirituality, self-empowerment through your creativity and the spiritual, mystical world. You may have new ideas and surprising discoveries regarding other people's money, maybe even some new ideas about the common property you have with your spouse or your exes. You will want to share your insights with others, even if you have not really done a deep investigation on the subject before. And this may later on lead to discover some deep secrets you have. So be careful what you promise to others in the upcoming months. As well, in this month, sexuality is intensified and it wants to be shared with others. And here too, you must be careful who you share it with. The 9th house. For you, something new in the field of employment or health will definitely happen. The focus of energy is on spiritual studies, dating people from different cultures, or broadening horizons through providing service to others in the spiritual realm. You have an urge to start learning or teaching others how you think it is right to live. But remember that this is just your point of view and it will not necessarily suit others. Be careful that your new experience do not harm your health. You are now very communicative and want to promote yourself by making new connections. It is a good time for self-promotion in the media, marketing, and even becoming a writer if you want so. The 10th house. For you, the focus is on promotion issues, both at work and on new goals. Advertising and raising or lowering your reputation, depending on the aspects of the new moon in your birth chart. Progress is expected in business and with customers, as well as the chance to start new partnership related to one of your goals. There is a lot of energy and impulses to realize material desires, which can lead to conflicts with the members of the household or with your mother, or just a lack of understanding between you due to your impulsivity in self-realization. You and your spouse may have new goals, and it is also possible to move house together or to move to something else elsewhere from your home origin. 11th house. In general, 11th house deals with networking, your social field, group activities, as well as business and material realization. So the focus this month will definitely be on one or more of these issues. You will want to promote yourself more in the social networks through sharing secrets from the mystical realm or sharing your emotional world and traumas. There is a lot of urge and desire to initiate relationships that will help you move forward in life. It means that every relationship that you would like to have now will undergo a checking if it suits your own interest or not. It is a time when you can use manipulative strategies to draw attention to yourself, which can later lead to exhaustion. All this can create conflicts in your home settings that go unnoticed because of your ambitions on the social world. The 12th house. For you, it is a time to be more relaxed and to be more in a private settings, reclusive from others. The exhaustion and fatigue of the past year are felt really deeply now, and so it is a time for spiritual and physical healing. So you should engage more in self-rehabilitation now. Try to engage in spirituality, retreat from the social world. You may even go on a trip abroad to retreats to do so. The focus is on rest and not on any activity. It is a time to start physical healing as well. Check if your needs have been met from all activities in the past year. Reflect on what worked and what to resolve and release. Your security and peace of mind will now come from quiet and recluse places. Another side here is competition issues and conflicts that can now considerably exhaust you. There may be people behind your back who will oppose you or compete against you. So this is not a good time to answer this competition. It will help if you retired or took a break the next months. So for more interesting videos, I invite you once again to be subscribers in my channel, and please put a thumbs up to this video. Until the next video, I wish everyone good luck and take care. Bye-bye.